What up, what up, what up, what up, though, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Y'all know this is your boy, Chef Don, all right? Y'all know what time it is. It is time for our Belle Collective review. Now, this is for season 3, episode 14, all right? But before we get into anything, you guys know we have a few church announcements. Make sure you go ahead and get your goalie, stay up on top of your health, especially with the fluctuation of the weather right now. It's going up and down. It's about that season. So make sure that you are good. Listen, also too, make sure you join our Patreon community. All right. They are first to see things, exclusives, just real conversations over there and etc. All right. So join us over there. All right. And every Friday we are doing Hotline Bling chat room. So make sure that you join us for Hotline Bling chat room every Friday at 10:15 Eastern, 9:15 Central. All right. You don't want to miss it. And if you missed last night's episode, you might want to go on and get into it, honey. Get into it, get into it, get into it. It was a key, all right, last night over there for Hotline Bling chat room. So make sure you tune in to Hotline Bling chat room and let me know how you guys feel about it. Because we even talk about the bills over there on Hotline Bling chat room. Listen, I'm not going to keep you guys long. Thank you guys for being here. Please make sure you hit that like button as you come on up in the room. Don't be stingy with the likes. I keep telling y'all, every time y'all don't like the video, I'm going to get Wanda to get y'all a grist meatball. Keep playing with me. All right. Let's go. Let's get into this episode. All right. So this is episode 14, Bromance Before Romance. All right. And this is season 3. You know, we took that mid-season break and we're back now. And now we're on episode 14. So let's get into it. So we open up this particular episode with Letitia meeting with the contractor for the assisted living that she is uh providing for Marie and Essie to uh come and look at. Okay. Now Marie and Essie arrive, honey, and she states that this house will be for those with intellectual disabilities. Okay, she states that they are needed for that. Now, Marie says that Letitia is, an asset to them, helping them find these properties, etc. But then my tingle tangles went off about Letitia. What do you do exactly, ma'am? What do you do? We don't know what you do. What is this job called? She said she meet with the contractor so they can gut out the place and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm just somebody help me out. Help me out in the comment section. Maybe I'm wrong. But girl, I still don't know what you do. I really don't. It just seems like you bounce around, you do brunches over here, you meet with contractors over here, you put on wigs over here that hug your head. You do all of these things. You meet with people's ex that you ain't got no business meeting with when you need to be focused on your own marriage and what you got going on over there with Glendale. That's what you should be doing. I don't know what you do, Letitia. Okay. Letitia Enterprises. Anyway, So Essie asked Letitia if she confronted Latrice about the interview that she had. And my thought was, Essie girl, why do you care? Why do you need to know if she held her accountable or anything of that sort? Why do you need to know out of all people? Okay. So then Marie says, Marie says what she says, you let her get away with things and um sorry, y'all. I am reading my notes. Make sure y'all hit that like button, please, please, please. What's up and happy Saturday to you all. Now, Marie is bringing up, that Latrice embarrassed Letitia down to the brunch. Oh my gosh, you embarrassed her. And my thing is this, girl, you cannot be sitting up. uh, Embarrassed her how? Because let's be very clear, and we're gonna actually take a look at Latrice's video that she put up as proof of the whole scene as to what she said when she was on that panel. Now, that's why I'm not really understanding what the whole deal is. But anyway, and I also don't understand why Essie need to know. Now, they go into the conversation, and Marie says that Letitia is teaching Latrice like she is her student. And Marie irks me, y'all. She really does. And then she goes on to say that Letitia keeps on going to the bat for Latrice, and Latrice just keep on hitting her with the bat. I was like, all right, girl, whatever. So we pan over to Latrice and Melanie about an upcoming event, okay? And they actually are there to meet with April, okay? They're there to meet with April. Now, they're there to talk because Latrice has been invited to speak at she has a speaking engagement at Hines Community College to speak to their college cosmetology program and to be the face of their fashion institution. And so she brought all the ladies there because she wants them to be on the panel with her. So she's inviting them to be on the panel. So Tambra shows up and Latrice says that she would like for her to be on the panel as well. And Tambra was like, girl, you got my support. I don't, you got my support, girl. So Latrice then has a convo about how Letitia is being, how she said that she ruined her brunch and by offending people, right? And again, it wasn't an offense because the people kind of in the crowd laughed and sniggled and kikied at what she said. So it wasn't, they were not offended. Y'all are putting y'all are putting a whole lot on nothing that it shouldn't be. So April then throw some shade, baby, and say she worried about the wrong thing because, baby, that food came cold. The food, by the time the food got there, was cold. Okay. And so she says that whatever the attitude that or the attitude that Tisha had about her brunch was just like, whatever. So Melanie calls it out, and Melanie says that she is kind of shocked by Letitia being two-faced. Now, Latrice brings up the group chat. Okay. Now, y'all remember this group chat that supposedly was such a big deal last season. They kept calling Tambra a liar. They started this season by saying, oh, she lied so much. She lied so much. Marie, let me tell you, your big helmet wig wearing ass something. The part that I don't like about you is the fact that you want everybody else to be called out, but girl, you throw rocks and hide your hands, or you attempt to. You throw rocks and hide your hands, and you is just as nasty. And yes, I meant to say Marie. I'm gonna get on Letitia in just a minute. What I don't like about y'all is y'all stay talking about Latrice, but then when Latrice retaliates, it's a problem. Girl, my thing is, and Marie was on a FaceTime call. If we're gonna recall back to last season when the thing happened, I knew from the get-go that the whole thing with Tambra, the text messages and Akeisha. So basically, Latrice lets the ladies know that there was a group message, and in the group message, they Letitia didn't want to put Tambra in there. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Letitia wanted Tamber to be the reason why Letitia, okay, Letitia, not Tambra. Letitia didn't like Akeisha because of what Akeisha said about her last season. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it all the way 100. And let's also keep it 100 too. Y'all remember at the beginning of the season when Marie told Tambra about her sitting with her ex? Y'all know that Akeisha and Letitia sat down. And Letitia knew at that particular time that she was being sneaky, she was being a snake, she was creating a storyline that wasn't needed to be. And Letitia is a snake, y'all. I don't care what y'all snake say. She is a snake. Okay. So anyway, Akeisha, they wanted Tambra to be the one that they kept saying Tambra said some things that Tambra said she didn't, for 99% sure, say that she didn't say. And again, what y'all don't realize, this is what I need y'all to do. Go back and watch last year's reunion. Letitia told on herself at that particular reunion, this is the reason why I said that this was a fake and fraud storyline for y'all to come at Akeisha and Tambra with the BS. Now y'all causing Akeisha and Tambra not to be friends based off of some stuff that Letitia then built up wanting to be the anchor of the show. Girl, you are tired and you are through. You are a snake. And we peep you in every move that you make. Now, I also seen some people on Twitter talking about, well, why did Latrice wait until Mad Day to tell on Letitia? Well, according to this tweet, I'm gonna read this tweet here really quick to you guys. So this was Tambra's tweet. So she says she definitely appreciates Latrice Rogers for telling her the truth. Now, this is again coming on the heels of Latrice telling Tambra that Letitia set her up with the whole group thing. So Tambra says in this same tweet that she actually told me way before this, but had a one-on-one. We had a one-on-one conversation, and she apologized at the end of season 2. Your off-camera conversations matter. Okay, so Tambra is telling us that they had this conversation. This goes back to what I've been saying. I told you guys, I said specifically, they already talked about this last season at the reunion. So what she's saying is that she apologized at the end of season 2. So then Latrice retweets and says, yes, the conversation we had way before the fallout. I even had a conversation with Akeisha at the point at the paint scene, sorry, about this very thing, and it just didn't get aired. I don't get mad and tell. Because there were people that were saying that she was getting mad and telling. And I'm like, no, she been saying this stuff. This ain't nothing new. And Letitia told on herself last season. Go back and watch that reunion and y'all tell me what y'all think about that, because she told on herself about them text messages. So that was for the people who been saying that on Mad Day, Latrice was waiting for Mad Day to come at Letitia. Letitia's a snake, and that's just what it is. Period. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Please, please, please make sure you hit that like button. Show the channel some love. And y'all know how to do that. Y'all know how to do that. $ Chef Don Dot 2 or via Venmo. And then you can also super chat, super sticker, or you can bless our crowdfund link. Whichever way you feel the Lord is putting it on your heart. All right, let's get back into the episode. All right. So we then get a scene with Tambra and Damon, and they are looking at baby things, baby clothes, etc. Now, of course, they are keeping it on the low. And she kind of tells us that she didn't really want to tell anybody until she was 6 months pregnant. Now, remember in the original trailer, we talked about how Damon stated that he did tell someone. And listen, I think Tambra knew, if we're gonna be honest, I think Tambra knew that that man was excited and probably going to tell somebody. Like, You listen, and this is all fun shade, but you can't really tell a man that they about to have a baby and really expect them to keep that on lock as the women do. You know what I'm saying? Women are easy, it's easy for them to do that. Men, no. Men is gonna tell it, okay? They're gonna tell somebody. And I think it was just out of pure excitement, pure, and also too, we don't know how that conversation where he might have could have asked just where are you in Tambra, and he just got excited about it. So, I wouldn't be too upset, Tambra, for him telling or anything like that. But I thought that scene was cute. I really did. I enjoyed that scene between Tamara and Damon. What I like now about Tamara and Damon, before I used to be like, what is it, girl? Like, what's going on here? But now I'm maybe it's because of the baby. The baby is really showing a different side of their relationship. I'm not gonna say a different side of their personality, but mostly a different side of their relationship. And I actually really like to see it. So I'm really happy for Tamara and Damani. Y'all know she had a baby. And we're just excited. All right. So we get over to Latrice's mom's retirement party. Okay. And let me just go ahead and say that I felt like that this event was it was cute. I enjoyed the purple. Was that purple? There was purple that they had. I think it was purple that they had on. I enjoyed it. So we see Stormy from Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I want to point out the fact that Stormy is not mic'd. Okay. Uh I was like, now how you gonna talk about the crossover, but then ain't gonna mic the lady? Anywho, so we're there, and everyone has kind words to say to Latrice's mother. Latrice talks about her upbringing and her being a child and how her mom had to struggle a little bit. And I just really I enjoyed that. I'm not gonna hold you. And I enjoy seeing Latrice's family. But what I will say in this particular scene when her and Cliff had the conversation outside, it was just very strange to me because, you know, Cliff's main concern is being friends with Glenn. And we'll get a little bit further into that when Letitia and Latrice, Glenn, and Cliff meet. But he kept saying, that Letitia and Latrice need to work out their issues so that him and Glenn can be cool. Mm, I think you should support your wife. Both of y'all have a really hard time supporting your wife. And that's just me. And I'm not saying you gotta be ignorant, rude, and out here really at Letitia or anything like that. But I feel like if your wife is telling you one thing, you should support her in what she is actually saying at that particular time. Like, and that's just me. That's just me. I ain't married, but I'm just saying I think it's a respect thing. And I really felt like Cliff made that conversation about him when it didn't really need to be about you, when you really need to hear your wife out and what's going on between Letitia and your wife. Especially if you want Glenn to be around and you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that was the way to go and not how he did that. But of course, it's Cliff we're talking about. Now, s- so Gucci mentions that about her and the girls needing to have that uncomfortable conversation. And I'm like, so Gucci, I'm so tired of that. And let me tell you why. One reason why I'm tired of it is because them kids grown. And regardless of if they want to talk to you, they're gonna talk to you. If they don't want to talk to you, they ain't gonna talk to you. And another thing I don't like is if you gonna continue to talk crap about their mama, why they need to make up with you? I'm just saying, if you feel a way about their mother specifically, why would they rekindle or want to have a conversation with you? But they grown, and that's all I got to say about that. So we pan over to Latrice doing an interview. I enjoyed this episode because I feel like it was Latrice Fields as far as like her endeavors and stuff. And so she has a interview um with the Jacksonians. I hope I said that right. But she has an interview with them, and then she talks about the whole Letitia thing. Now, something that she said that she wasn't that drunk, but she even said herself that she was tipsy. So that was one thing I had to call my girl Latrice out on. Girl, good girl, good, good girl. Yes, you was. You was a little tipsy down to Letitia's Bronx. Okay. You was definitely to the tipsy. Y'all hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. I need my bill collective reviews to get more views, especially all of my reality TV reviews. Okay. All right. So we pan over to So Gucci and JJ and his mama child. And I'm just gonna go ahead. I have not much to say about this. This scene was fake as all get outdoors. This scene was so fake. It was fake, 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 fake. The whole scene was fake. The mama's supposed to get agitated, pulling up the car. I'm pulling up the plastic off the carpet. She wants so Gucci to make her coffee. And I'm like, look, I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Now, if it was my mama, I would make my mama some coffee. But I wouldn't be sitting up. I mean, if I'm here visiting and I'm the mama, I wouldn't be sitting up nagging. And you also said when you first came on the scene that you made your own coffee. So Miss what her name is? Miss Mamas. I'm gonna need you to sit down somewhere because you doing the most, but it was definitely giving fake. It was giving fake. The acting was fake. You know what I'm saying? And um I don't know what the hell JJ had going on with his head. All in the back of his head, got 2023 in the back of his head. I'm like, what is going on? Somebody come get JJ, god darn it. Trying to pay that doggone light bill, god darn it. Somebody come get JJ and get them letters erased in the back of his head. I was like, Lord have mercy. Again, the scene was fake, and I really don't have much to say about that because I feel like again it was fake. So we meet Glenn Letitia. We meet so Letitia and Glenn are at a restaurant and they meet up for date night. And Glenn waits until they decide kind of what they want off of the menu to tell Letitia that he invited Glenn and Latrice. Now, again, you know that Latrice and Letitia is not in a good place. So it was a little awkward. So Letitia was like, "Are you serious?" She acts like she gonna get up, and I was like, "Girl, grow up." That's how I feel about that. Just grow up. Grow up. Do I agree with side what is it called? Kind of psyching people? I ain't really here for that. Especially if we going on a date night. I want to be comfortable. I want to be here. But I guarantee you that the producers had called both of them up and said, get these ladies together. I'm just keeping it a book. But anyway, Glenn and Latrice and Cliff show up, okay, and Latrice feels the same way. Latrice was psyched by Cliff as well. She thought that they were going on a date because we have seen their dates and we have seen them getting into it back and forth and stuff like that. And so, interestingly enough, she also feels away. So they have a conversation, and the teacher kind of brings up the fact that they're not in a good place right now, and her and Latrice are not in a good place right now. Why would you do this? And Latrice says the same thing, like, why would you do this? We're not in a good place. And then, they have conversations and say that they care about each other more than it was crazy. I Let me just be honest. Do I believe Cliff and Glenn probably have a friendship? I do. But do I believe that? I don't know what to believe. I actually do believe that they sit up and talk about both of these women, to be honest, because Letitia goes in to say that they have some insecurities because of what they do to their wives, right? They have some insecurities that they need to work on. Now, Cliff and Glenn get up from the table. They get up from the table because the conversation gets a little heated, but not heated in like an argumentative way, but a little heated. And y'all know how Letitia is feeling about these lusts. It get me every time. Y'all know how Latrice is feeling about wow. Y'all know how Letitia sorry. Y'all know how Letitia's feeling about Cliff, Glenn telling Cliff everything and Cliff, having comments on certain things. Child. So anyway, Cliff and Glenn they get up from the table and still sitting there is Latrice and Letitia. And it's like, ooh, child, you can cut the stitch with a knife. Now listen, um Letitia is reaching. And there's no other way to put it. Letitia is reaching. And we're gonna finish this conversation between Letitia and Latrice in next week's episode. But Letitia, you're reaching, sis. Because at the end of the day, okay, so what? You're sitting up here talking about you're holding Latrice accountable. No, your ass needs to be held accountable. You and old helmet wig wearing ass Marie need to be held accountable for the fact that y'all went and sat with that lady's ex, and y'all set her up. You set her up knowing what was up with that group message. Letitia, you are a snake, honey. And I mean, baby, you shedding that skin and you leaving behind trails of your shedded snake skin, honey. You have been peeped. You have been peeped. We have clocked you. And baby, guess what? You know what we do to people that we clock? What we do? Uh, Somebody in the chat better let me know what we do. I just feel like at the end of the day, you are a fake friend because but let's be honest, and I said this in my last week's review that Letitia can't hold Marie accountable because if Letitia holds Marie accountable, then Letitia has to hold Letitia accountable. She has to hold herself accountable, and that's something that she's not gonna do. Feeling like she's the anchor of the show, feeling like she's never wrong or anything like that. All I've seen people call you out for was the fact that they feel like that you let Latrice get away with things. That's all I have heard. I haven't heard anybody else do anything else. It's your call out season, Miss Girl. You need to be called out for the snake that you are. You have a lot of snakish ways. Everything is contrived, planned, and it's coming back and it's backfiring on you because you thought you was playing a good game, girl, and the game is now catching up on you. Letitia, you are fake. And I think that's all I have to say. I enjoyed this episode of Belle Collective. I did. I did. We see the preview for next week's episode where Akeisha and Tamara are gonna have a conversation. Um, we're gonna pick back up on the conversation between Latrice and Letitia. I could go an episode without seeing Marie. Honey, I can go probably more than one. Okay, let's just keep it above. It's something about that lady that just really irks me, and I feel like, oh, okay, somehow, you try to take my business down, you try to do this, you try to do that, and at the end of the day, you still have a hard on for this woman. This woman did all this to you. I've never understood. If somebody did all this to me, they did all these things to me. Do you think I'm supposed to continue to keep fooling with them? No, I'm not even gonna talk about them. But that's what Marie continues to do. In my opinion, Marie and Letitia are delusional. And so Gucci is right there behind y'all with that fake scene with the mama. Child, I can't. Anyway, that is season 3, episode 14 of Belle Collective, baby. Bromance before romance, honey. Recap and review on this particular episode. I did enjoy this episode, and I'm enjoying the Bells. I mean, they're giving us something. I will keep it a buck. But I am tired of talking about this brunch and tired of talking about the people's feelings being hurt. Because what I'm trying to figure out if is the people's feelings really hurt, or you're trying to reach for a storyline or something of that sort? Because it don't give me that the people's feelings is really hurt. It don't give me that. Ah, completely 100. It just does not give me that. Okay. So I want to show you guys something here really quick in regards to this. I want to get into Latrice's video. She actually dropped this video back in October in August when Belle Collective went off, right? And so I want to show you guys this actual video. You guys need to listen closely so that you don't miss anything in the video. But let's take a listen.
Wants to work a fucking 9 to 5, right? Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. For me, it's two different types of.
Okay, I'm gonna run that back because did y'all hear the crowd laughing? It wasn't like nobody was like, oh, ooh, ooh, she said that. Oh, it wasn't like that whatsoever. Let's peep that one more time.
Wants to work a fucking 9 to 5, right? Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. For me, it's two different types of women. You know, it's those who have their backs against the wall, who has quit that 9 to 5, and you have no other way but to look up. So you're gonna do everything in your power to grind to get to where you need to be because you got family that's relying on it. All of us probably come from similar backgrounds, and that's just what it is. You know, as Black people, we don't have a silver spoon. We don't have the privilege of in the knowledge that they have. So we have to make do and do what's best for us, and basically get it out the mud. Nobody's helping us. But then you do have those women, like everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur. So I agree with all the women. Do not quit your 9 to 5 to pursue your hustle. But if that is your passion, I commend you. Like I went forward and I made my first million the second year of my business. I came from Jackson State University thinking that, okay, listen, I got a degree. I'm about to go and I'm about to be a doctor or a nurse and I'm about to make, 6 figures. Hell, that didn't happen. I collect a lot of debt. And from Jackson State, honey. That degree.
Well, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. So Marie and Letitia have been clocked yet again, honey. Yet again. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all are looking and y'all are reaching, y'all are trying to find something that's not there. I mean, if one or two women reached out and said that they was offended, okay, okay, girl, you was offended. But everybody in that room laughed and chuckled when the tree said that. So I don't know what this big thing is, but honey, I am over it. I am over it, and everybody else is over it too. Like we're done. Okay. So listen, y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about this episode. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Rate the episode between 1 and 10. I'm gonna give this episode a 8.5. Um, but I did enjoy this episode. But again, yeah, y'all let me know what you would rate this episode. Listen, if you did not get an opportunity to watch Hotline Bling chat room last night, I think you should get over there and watch it and enjoy it. Okay, enjoy the episode. I know that I had a great time on this episode from last night, so make sure you check it out. All right, with that being said, y'all, I'm up out of here. I appreciate you all for being here. Again, make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out, subscribe to the channel, and bang that notification bell, child. You ain't trying to miss nothing that we got going on over here.